What is going on, everybody? It is Monday, November the 29th, and that means it's time for my News Radar. This is going to be probably a short edition of News Radar because I don't know if you've noticed or not, but since the holiday Thanksgiving into Black Friday and now Cyber Monday, every single website on the internet that covers tech is not talking about news because instead they're talking about the great, fantastic, wonderful deals that you can find to purchase said tech. So there's just not a lot going on, but I still wanted to get out at least something for a News Radar today. I know it's very late, but again, that is why. So let's do the whole good deal thing first because there's one that's on my mind that I think is a really good deal for those of us who have a Surface Duo or maybe are looking at other Surface devices, and it is from Best Buy. If we jump over here, I'll show you exactly what it is. The link in the description is going to take you to this USB-C charger, but you can do this with any of the things I'm going to show you. Look here on the side where it says buy two select accessories, save $50. If you click on that, you are then going to see a bunch of things. Like let's say you want to do that USB-C charger and the Surface Duo 2's bumper. That's going to be $29. Now this deal is not going to last forever, so you're going to want to go ahead and do this as quickly as you can. But I've seen people saying, hey, what about two of those chargers for $29? How about a charger and a mouse for $39? How about a charger and one of the pins for $84? $50 basically off that total package. It's a very, very strong deal. And again, the link to that will be in the description. I don't see on the thing when that deal is going to go away. I've tweeted it already and I've put it in the community page. So please don't miss out on that deal because again, really solid deal. If you're going to buy a bumper for your Duo 2 and an extra charger because you didn't get a charger in the box, this is the best deal we're probably going to ever see on this thing. Now, sticking with Surface Duo and Surface Duo 2, we got a pretty cool update here because finally we're seeing some more support of inking using the Surface Pen or whatever stylish that it is that you use on Surface Duo and Surface Duo 2. If you don't know, Outlook now has the ability to natively support exactly what I'm talking about, using that pen to be able to draw, write down, sketch, whatever you want to do in an email. Let me show you exactly what this does look like. Here we have Surface Duo 2, but this should work on either Duo or Duo 2, and this is just the original Surface Pen, Slim Pen, whatever, it doesn't matter. If we open up Outlook here and we go to send a new message, you're going to see down here at the bottom a brand new icon, which will enable you to use your stylus. If we click on that, now we have this where you're able to just sketch and do whatever you want to do. And as you can see here, it does actually support, just like it should, different levels of sensitivity. The eraser button does also work just fine in this. It's something that honestly is a long time coming, and Microsoft needs to do much more of this. The fact that I can pair this pen to my Surface Duo and this button here does nothing and this button here on the front does nothing is frankly unacceptable at this point. Duo has been out for a year. Duo 2 has now been out for like a month and a half. And the fact that that still doesn't actually function is absolutely ridiculous. You look at Surface Pen 2, has haptics, right? There's a motor in the pen so that when you're writing, the pen will actually vibrate ever so slightly to give you that sensation of friction writing on a piece of paper. I hear that's a really nice thing. Well, on Surface Duo 2, you're not going to get that experience either. Pretty much what you have is write and erase, and that is pretty much it. Great that we're finally seeing more support for inking coming along. It's a long time coming. I'm glad that it's here, but they need to go a lot further than this with this exact accessory in particular. If they do expect people to actually pay $60 for that case that lets the Slim Pen 2 magnetically attach to the back of their Surface Duo, which is, look, $60 for the case, $120 for the pen or whatever. That's a lot of money to spend to have a pen on the back of your Duo, for which when you compare it to something like the Note series, the functionality is almost non-existent. That's something that they've got to do more with. For instance, on the Note, you can actually write on the screen when it's turned off. That needs to be a thing here too. You need to be able to grab your pen off the back of there and just start sketching and take a note right there that syncs to your OneNote instantly. There's so many things that they need to get done on Surface Duo and Duo 2. Hopefully it's something that they're able to actually address. I keep you guys up to date with any sort of weird folding technology. And of course, Samsung is pretty much the leader in that market, in particular when it comes to folding OLED screens. But this article from Sam Mobile is really interesting. This is actually reporting that the company Samsung could announce its first foldable laptop in 2022. Now, if you remember back some months ago, they made this little video that they put out where they showed off a big folding OLED laptop, right? This thing is a touchscreen here, touchscreen there. It's one big, long, huge touchscreen that folds. You can see that right there. They teased this thing early on this year. And again, these reports from Sam Mobile, maybe 2022, this thing might actually see the light of day, could actually ship. Now, I've got tons of questions about this. Like, what OS is it going to run? Is this going to run Windows 11? Is this just going to be a Windows device? Is it going to run Android or something like that? This is going to be very, very interesting. We're talking about a 17-inch foldable device. Now, I'm assuming that they mean 17-inch all the way across when it's fully open, but still, that's a pretty large device, as you can see in the imagery here. That's not a tiny device, so something like Android might not work all that well. Windows is not prepared to run on something like that at all. Samsung would have to do a ton of heavy lifting, and likewise, Microsoft would have too for Surface Neo. So if Samsung ships this thing running some build of Windows and it's not a dumpster fire, that would make me wonder why Microsoft couldn't do the same with Surface Neo. So lots of questions here that we frankly need to have answered. I am fascinated by the idea of a device like that actually coming to market, actually being something you could purchase. This report also does talk about Z Fold 4, Z Flip 4, as well as a slidable concept, a rollable type device, improved hinges. There's a lot of good information here. Now, this is very early days, right? So there's a ton of stuff that could change before these things ever see the light of day. But honestly, by far the most interesting thing in this article gotta be that thing, right? I mean, a Z Flip 3 or Z Flip 4, Z Fold 4, that's going to be iterative. They're going to be better and better and better. But that is a whole new type of device, and it might fill the niche that Surface Neo meant to fill, maybe the niche that Surface Neo created and it didn't actually fill when it never saw the light of day. Super fascinating stuff. Well, what do you think about the idea of Android, Windows? How do you think this is going to play out? Is that something that you're interested in buying? Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, that's all the news I have for you today. Hopefully things pick back up again through this week, and I'll see you on the next News Radar on Friday. Thanks for making it through the entirety of this video. It does help out a ton, as does clicking that like, share, or subscribe button down below. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.